Hello. Good day, everyone. Adelola Shikoya here once again. So, this week we'll be looking at the market again, like we normally do. Like I always say on this channel, the main thing about trading is about consistency. Even if you don't seem to have been making money right now, just make sure you stay consistent and focus on the game. All right. So let's move on. So looking at DXY again, like I always do on this channel, I love to look at the dollar index because it's the dollar is the most powerful currency in the world. So it's important to look at it, right? So the first thing we want to look at the dollar index. We want to see what the dollar index is doing. Last week, I after this breakout, we have a break of structure. That was 2 weeks ago. After NFP, we have market broke structure. This resistance was broken, was taken out, and the price on Monday, pushed to the upside. And then from there, since then, we've been, battling around this area. You will notice that after the resistance that was broken here, this resistance automatically, from structure and from trading, becomes your support. So price is, actually sitting on the support. So if you ask me, I'm still bullish on DXY, and I'll be careful going forward this week to go against that trend. As long as we are way above the support that we are around 102. I strongly believe that price should push forward to the upside. But if you notice this past couple of days, this year price, market movement has been very, very choppy. It's been choppy, has not been trending in one direction for too long. It breaks structures and then comes back and stays around that area. So I believe going forward, probably as we move further into the year, we should see proper movement of the market. All right. So let's move on to gold. The same thing is happening around gold. Last week I was saying that I purposely left this year, to just let you know that I've had this year since last week. And like I always say on this channel, market is continuum. The fact that market closes on Friday doesn't mean on Sunday evening when market open that that everything is going to, is going to be different, that the chart is going to be looking different. The important thing you want to do with trading is you want to ensure that you are following the progression of price. Okay, you want to be sure that you are following the progression of price. And I always say market continues, from where it stops the previous week. It doesn't just we don't have a total change of markets because we're entering a new week. All right, so I haven't said that. So the other week I was saying that if I don't see a breakout from here, as in price, actually, I see a proper breakout. That's for gold. A proper breakout from here, a retest, before I can say, okay, we are bullish again for gold. But for now, and I've been saying that I've been calling for bearish. Remember, since last day, since we have this major rejection around 2,153. I've been saying that, I'm bearish on gold. If you go and watch the previous videos, I've been saying I'll be careful with buying gold. And you can notice that price has been battling this axis since then. Although this support still seems to be holding, but then I figure we might have something that might maybe finally break out from this range, this week, if price, move further downwards like this. If you have something that looks like this, probably move further down, But like I said, as long as this resistance hold, I'll be careful, buying gold. All right. Okay, so I would say that let's go to Bitcoin. If you have been listening to me in this channel on this channel, you will notice that I've been super bully for Bitcoin for since around 24,850 after we bottom here. I've been saying that I'll be waiting for only pullbacks to buy Bitcoin. I'll just wait for pullback down there, I'll buy. And Bitcoin has been tremendous, has been pushing forward. And major reason is because of the Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF that was approved in January. You notice that ever since price has been pushing forward. And if you follow the data, I was checking some data during the week for Bitcoin, and I noticed that, all across the internet, if you check data, and you also check some website I also follow, you will notice that price, and that there's been a lot of pump by ETF funds. There are a lot of funds that are being, pumped into Bitcoin, by ARK Invest, by BlackRock and others. They've been buying the Bitcoin ETF, and price has been pumping. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, and like I always say, going forward this year, we'll see how Bitcoin how things will still going to happen in March. That's less months. The Federal Reserve said it's likely they're going to cut interest rate this year. So for Bitcoin and indices like NAS 100, like S&P 500, you notice that they have been S&P 500 especially, and NAS 100, they've been, if you go check NAS 100, you will see it's been forming new all-time high like every other day, as you can see. New all-time high. If you check S&P 2, the S&P 500 also has been doing the same thing. Has been, price recovery has been going off like something else. It's around 5,000 right now. That never reached this price before. Now I'm imagining, when we now have the Fed, cuts interest rate. Man, this year is really going to be crazy for indices. So I'm big and for crypto also. So just ensure you are not trying to short sell into all this market. We might have a major drop for indices, a major drop, but I'm very sure market price will continue to the upside as we proceed into the year. All right, and don't also forget that the American election the US general election is coming on this year. That's also one of the driver for stock market, for indices, and also for crypto. All right, so moving on, let's check the currency market. So this week um we saw pounds USD broke the support to the downside. Actually, if you ask me, after the formation of this other candlestick, on Tuesday, this was on Monday. And on Tuesday, I expect, of course, after break of structure, after support, you expect price to push back, to come back to the support area. I was expecting price to come back here, which it did on Tuesday, and to retest that side and to continue the movement to downside. But then, what we saw was that price broke back in. So like I said, I'm still bullish on DXY. But for pounds USD, it's looking like, so if you look at the weekly time frame, this is looking bearish actually. You're looking like we might have that continuation on that, price to keep going down. Somebody said this is actually manipulation. I said, well, I don't know what is happening with currency, especially, and if you know that price has been very choppy. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, it seems like, there isn't so much, price movement. Like I said earlier on, maybe during the course of the year, we'll have proper, price movement in currency and other markets. Now, if you go back to daily time frame, price actually, push back into the support. And on Friday, this is what we have. And this is also looking like we might push, forward to the upside for a little bit before price crash to the downside. But for me, I'm favoring, the downside for pounds USD. All right. So moving forward, also for Euro USD, also we also, we having after Monday, after we have this crash, then we'll be pushing back also, just like what we have on pounds USD. And on the weekly time frame, you will notice that this candle actually closes like an indecision candle. So for Euro USD also, I'll be, waiting for Monday to see what price we do. All right. So having said that, if you have not joined my channel, ensure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button below. All right. So lastly, let's quickly check what pounds JPY is doing. Remember last week I said I'm bullish on pounds JPY because of what the JPY index is doing. And as you can see, this week I think I took a buy around there. This week I took a buy for pounds JPY, and I took my profit. My take profit. I came out of the market around there, and price is still pushing to the upside. So I expect actually, where I have this week, where I have this I already highlighted that price should come to this week going forward. I expect a breakout from this range, from this resistance going forward this week. Might say a total breakout from here going forward to around 189. All right. So having said that, like I said, for pounds JPY, I'll be looking for a pullback and opportunity to buy more, to take a buy, I'll be looking for opportunity to take a buy. So thank you. If you have not joined my Telegram group, I'll be dropping the link in the description below. Ensure you join us, all right? So I'll be seeing you in the next video. Have a beautiful, beautiful trading week. Thank you.